Welcome, Cyclone fans, to the latest edition of the Nightcap. Good job, Levi. Oh, you spilled.
I did.
Party foul.
Son of a bitch. We're gonna win like 4 games now. It's terrible. Season's
That settles it
already.
If you guys hear that quietly, that's the sound of taps being played in the background for the Pac-12.
Yeah. Thank God. I'm so happy to see that conference start dying. Never been happier. Oregon State and Washington State. I'm so sorry, but also I don't care about your futures.
Well, now Washington has had conversations with the Big Ten, according to Brett McMurphy. So
yeah, Oregon, Washington, and then they said that they're probably also going to go after 2 more, like Stanford and Cal or something. But we
got a circus happening.
His
here.
auto background is really funny because it's just all over the place because he's rotating around and it just makes no sense.
Here.
Oh my God, she just appeared through a brick wall.
We'll have a guest appearance. Say hello, everyone. Say hi. This is Rory.
Hi, Rory.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye. And she disappears behind the brick wall.
And she's gone. She's still hanging out there.
Still hanging out. All right. Anyways.
So, bad news for the haters. Cyclone football's back.
Absolutely.
Yes, it is 100% back.
For the 7th consecutive season, Iowa State football more back than Texas.
Big if true.
Yeah. What are we talking about today, Aiden?
Apparently Southeast Missouri State.
Southeast Missouri State, yeah.
Isn't it just Southeast Missouri? Like, I don't think it's Southeast Missouri State.
Wrong, Rhonda. It's Southeast Missouri State.
On their website, it has Southeast Missouri versus Iowa State.
That's what I'm saying. It's like.
And I've heard
Southeast...
both from both sides.
So Google says Southeast Missouri State Redhawks football, but if you go to their website, it says Southeast Missouri. Is this like one of those like Louisiana Lafayette things?
It says so. SEMO.edu is Southeast Missouri State University.
Is Missouri State just one word that starts with M now?
Southeast Missouri State. Stop overthinking it. That's what it is. Let's ride.
They're like whatever you call it, acronym.
You're overthinking it.
Doesn't have
it doesn't make any sense. No, it doesn't make any sense. But also realize they're from Missouri, so there's
that's true. That's true. We have to give them slack. Can't really expect them to get anything right. They're from Missouri.
Don't worry. When I typed up the game preview, I double checked this about 30 times because you put SEMO.
And that's why I was wondering about it because I saw the game preview in the hopper in there or whatever, and I see it said Southeast Missouri State, and I was like, I think it's just
so
Southeast
then you
Missouri.
put SEMO, and you're like, this is dumb.
Yeah,
but whatever.
This is just tremendously silly.
Yep, small little school in the Ohio Valley Conference.
Where is Southeast Missouri located? Like the actual school?
It's in Missouri.
Southeast Missouri.
Yeah, Southeast Missouri to be exact.
I want to murder you both.
It's in Cape Girardeau.
It is in Cape Girardeau. Right? There you go.
Girardeau.
I'm going to look that
up.
Girardeau.
10,000 students and they're enrolled.
That's actually more than I would have thought.
$7,800
that's more than
tuition.
TCU. Or maybe TCU might be over 10,000.
Founded in 1873.
It is down south of St. Louis, kind of getting closer to like Memphis. It's actually not that far.
They have 4 regional campuses offering full degree programs and secondary campus housing in Holland College.
No free ads. No free ads.
Just a hop, skip, and a jump. No, because there's no bridge. Oh, yes, there is. Just a hop, skip, and a jump away from the hometown of Superman.
You're saying they don't have a bridge there?
No, there is a bridge. There's a bridge. I think it appears it's the Bill Emerson Memorial Bridge. Is this a good bridge? I don't know.
People are asking.
I don't know. It's on the Shawnee Parkway though. Anyways, yeah.
Anyways, what do we want to know about Southeast Missouri State? I'll tell you about them.
Tell us everything, Matthias.
Yes,
well,
everything.
They had a starting quarterback last year. They said, "Piss on."
Oh, they had a quarterback.
They had a
quarterback.
Awesome. Wow.
Good for them.
They said piss on you. We're bringing in another guy, and they had a.
So they didn't have a quarterback.
Didn't have
a
a quarterback. Now they have a new quarterback. So
but he's not the old
starter. The starter lost his job to a new guy.
So now he's the backup.
Yep, now he's the backup.
And the backup is the starter now.
And now no, the new guy's the starter.
I can write this down before you go any further.
This is all very complicated.
So, anyways, CJ Ogbonna was the starting quarterback last year. He's kind of more of a dual threat guy, more of a runner, but he got shit canned, and now they have
literally tossed him in the dumpster.
Yeah, Paxton De La Ronte. He's from a small central.
Yeah, is that the correct pronunciation there?
I have no idea. I just know that's what the name is. Anyways, he played last year at a small NAIA school, South or Central Methodist University. So they played like 2 games in Iowa last year. So he played
like Iowa Western.
It'd been like at College of Dubuque, and then then they played down in Des Moines. Grandview. Yep. So he got He got shit railed at
William Penn. That's the other one, right?
Yeah, they might have played him down there or whatever. But anyways, so he got smoked up in Des Moines by Grandview, and then he played better in Dubuque. I don't know if they won or not. But anyways, he threw for about 2,500 yards last year, 25 touchdowns. He's more of a guy that's less mobile than the other guys. So I don't know if they're going to try to make it more of a balanced attack. But in the past, SEMO or Southeast Missouri State, whatever you want to call them, has been more of a rushing team just based on the quarterback last year and also their really good running back, Geno Hess, which is like a dude that could probably play at a Division I school. He just happens to be stuck in Southeast Missouri State. So, he ran for about 1,100 yards last year, 14 touchdowns. He's like 900 yards away from being the school's all-time leading rusher.
Should we be worried about that for Saturday?
I was gonna say, is he going to be in?
I mean, he's probably going to make a few good plays, but in
range.
Our defense stops the run, so like I'm not.
So we shouldn't give up 900 yards.
We should not.
Yes,
he will not be breaking the record.
It's gonna be like they're gonna start every drive at their own 5. He's gonna break off 10 different 90-yard runs.
Could you imagine
field goals? But they're going to get 30 points on field goals from the 5-yard line.
That's a lot of freaking field goals.
Yeah, it is.
That'd be
You could get 900 yards and no touchdowns. Just 10 90-yard runs. Absolute killer in fantasy.
Imagine being that guy. You're like, how many yards you run for the other day? Oh, 900. How many touchdowns?
So you had like 8 touchdowns?
None.
None.
What are you, stupid or something?
He's some kind of stupid.
Anyways, more about their offense. I guess they have a kid that is actually from Clarion that is their starting tight end, whose family has had Iowa State season tickets since the 1970s. Fun fact. So he's been to plenty of Iowa State games in his time. He just never got any Division I offers. Played junior college level for a while and then ended up at Southeast Missouri State. So his name is actually Will Weedman, from Clarion. Family still has season tickets, still Cyclone fans. So he'll get
their son on Saturday.
Yeah, so he'll actually get to fulfill a lifelong dream of playing in Jack Trice Stadium, but just happens to be
while his parents are rooting against
getting drilled by Orion Vance.
But not as a defenseless receiver because he will go down.
Correct. So, yeah,
we should also like take a minute to absolutely scoring the shit out of that new defenseless quarterback rule. Just the dumbest. We're gonna get screwed by that.
100%.
Like, okay, so anybody that's not aware, there's a rule change for the NCAA. Because there's been a defenseless receiver rule for a while that you can't, like, if there's a receiver coming across the middle, you can't just smoke them just out of nowhere, just like you used to be able to, because trying to not kill people and stuff. But they have, since this year, they've expanded that rule to include quarterbacks that are in the middle of throwing the ball, which means that if you, I can't remember what the exact language was, but I know one of them was like launching yourself or whatever. Like basically, if you lay a big hit on a quarterback while they're throwing, you are absolutely walking a tightrope and potentially getting a defenseless player penalty, which I'm assuming that's a personal foul.
Yeah.
Is that an automatic ejection like targeting is?
I cannot confirm or deny that. I have no idea.
So what's going to happen is we're going to be up. We're going to be like up by, I would say 2.
It's going to happen again. It's going to happen.
We're going to be up by, we're in the fourth quarter by 2 against Iowa. They're going to be at the 50-yard line, which is just outside of field goal range. And it'll be 3rd and 12, and they're going to drop back, and Will McDonald's going to get around the edge, and he's going to absolutely blast. He's just going to absolutely blast Spencer Petras while he's throwing. We're going to get a penalty. They're going to get a first down and kick a field goal and beat us. That's what's going to happen.
And
We're
going to
get
roll
by this penalty at some point. Like we have, like as soon as we have an absolutely national All-American elite pass rusher, and then they institute this dumbass rule that's gonna screw us. It's gotta. It can't be a dumb rule unless it comes back and bites us.
Speaking of dumb things, you know how like this is the first time we've played like an FCS school that like nobody knows anything about. Like, you know, you could play like South Dakota State, UNI, North Dakota State. Like, there's information about them everywhere because they're obviously like the premier programs of the Missouri Valley Conference. Like, the Missouri Valley Conference is the premier conference in FCS level, or is right now, and probably has been. So, like, if you have to like find out something about somebody in the Ohio Valley Conference, there is literally zero information, like zero videotape of these people. Like, you could probably find in the dark web of the internet, but like there's like
you have to pay for it, and you have to pay for it in like weird cryptocurrency.
Like, even ESPN doesn't like tally their stats. Like, that's how like
crazy
low Ohio Valley Conference is in football standards. So it's just like incredibly hard to like find anything really remotely useful on Southeast Missouri State other than like a few names and like knowing that some guys are decently good. So yeah, bear with us as we roll through this. Like, if this was a UNI podcast, we'd probably be all right. But we are talking about Southeast Missouri State. So kind of shifting to their defense a little bit. So like on average they give up like over 6 yards per play, like 8.5 yards per pass attempt, 4.8 yards per rushing attempt. We should be able, like, if you're in standards of like having a new offense to like roll things out and try it and find a rhythm before Iowa game, like this is probably the defense to do it against. So I don't think the offense is going to have trouble moving the ball on these guys. I mean, they do have a stud linebacker in Bryce Norman, but I mean, he only had like 66 tackles last year, but he didn't start like all the games. So like he's an all conference player. So he's decent. So, but defensive line, there isn't anything really notable that stood out that like you even remotely worry about. So if an offensive line for Iowa State that where we would really need to see something good happen. And with the Jake Remsburg injury, we need to know what the hell's going to go on at right tackle with Grant Treiber more than likely starting at right tackle on Saturday. Probably a decent game to get some kinks out before heading to Iowa City. So, and then obviously our wide receivers are some studs, you know, obviously Xavier Hutchinson and then the Dimitri Stanley from Colorado, who seems like it's just going to be a burner. Probably are going to have a field day against these dudes because, I mean, Southeast Missouri State brings back all of their defensive backfield, but they're not good. So, you know, I think Bloom said this on the Bloom and Williams podcast. It's like, we return all of our backfield, but we also
do you know that Bryce Norman is a sophomore?
Yeah, he's a sophomore now. So he's a freshman last year. He's all freshman, whatever. There's
a website called SEMO Ball, SEMOBALL.com.
Is there now?
It is a website about Southeast Missouri football.
Oh my God, there is. How did I not know about this? Weird, and it's green. What the world?
It is green. It's really jarring to look at, like that it's green because their colors are red and black.
This is like the wide right and light version of Southeast Missouri. Oh, it has high school stuff too. What the world?
It has high school stuff. Yeah,
interesting. Huh. Well,
yeah.
So I almost guarantee I'm not going to look at that website.
Paxton Delaronde. Just gotta say it in the most French way possible. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, dude's a statue.
There has not, per SEMO's coach, there has not been any day where I have felt bad watching him. He's continued to get better. Well,
That's good.
That's good. Don't want to feel bad watching your quarterback.
Yeah, so the head coach for Southeast Missouri
Matakevich.
State was a defensive coordinator for Matt
Toledo
Campbell. too.
legend.
Tom Matakevich. Let's see. We have a chance to be solid, and it all starts in the quarterback room. We have a chance to be solid. A chance to be solid. Okay.
Yeah, so they were picked second in the Ohio Valley Conference. They're probably going to do some damage in Ohio Valley Conference, but it's just a matter. Like they play, it's UT Martin. Like everybody, I think has heard of UT Martin, right? In here,
Yeah, for the most part. That's
so
University of Tennessee. That's University of Tennessee.
yeah,
Martin,
correct.
Yes.
So they were picked first in the Ohio Valley Conference by like 30 votes. So take that for what it's worth. But second place preseason voted Ohio Valley Conference, Southeast Missouri State. They're probably gonna have a winning record in conference, but they're probably gonna. I think they play Sam Houston State in their second or third game. So like, I think I was talking about this in our Discord meeting the other night, but like it's like they're the lower level FCS, so they're like the MAC schools. They'll go up and play Power Fives, the Power Five version of FCS, and get their bell rung a little bit and maybe make a little cash on the side, and then go back to their little
if
conference.
If these guys go and play UNI, they're probably losing by a few touchdowns.
Correct. Yeah. Like UNI would destroy them. Like so, Sam Houston State's going to beat them by like 30 probably. So.
Reading this article about their quarterback room, it kind of almost seems like they're like the new quarterback might be on a fairly short leash. Like they'd be.
I'm sure just because they were second in the conference last year with the guy
happy to go to the
CJ guy. So yeah,
which he is a legitimate dual threat. So that's
correct.
I mean that's something worth noting.
He just for what it sounds like, it just doesn't seem like they want to be more balanced attack, and this guy doesn't have the best throwing capabilities as this.
I don't get the impression he's an exceptional thrower of the football.
So that's where we stand. Yeah, so there's not a whole lot of other really interesting tidbits about Southeast Missouri State. Honestly, I mean this is like the most boring like pregame podcast you could ever do, and this is like standard for like everybody who does Cyclone podcast. But it's just like there's nothing. They got destroyed by Missouri last year. It wasn't even good. Like Missouri like just ran bubble screens and like hardly anything else, and just used athleticism to get by them. So I'm sure like the first quarter Matt Campbell's gonna like figure some weird things out, and just it might be like 6-0 by the end of the first quarter just because Campbell's dicking around. So it's just gonna be fun to see some of these new guys get to play, see what Hunter Deckers is, I'm sure they're not gonna air it out a whole lot, but just because we know how Campbell likes to hide things for the Iowa game. So, which has worked so well in the past.
I hate the shit out of that so much. So like the idea of going vanilla in the first game to quote unquote hide film to me is not like, because to me you're intentionally like punting on the ability to get reps at things that you care about running later in the season.
Well, and if this is a game you really want to be vanilla and you can get away with it, this is probably the one. Like UNI and South Dakota State and North Dakota State, you're not going to get away with that.
No, but
as we have seen in the past,
we try to, we try the best we can, but that's what.
Yeah, I want to see them full go because I want to see this offensive line maul some people and just get a rhythm going.
I want to see this I want to see them be aggressive. I want to see them take shots to Dimitri Stanley. Like I want to see them throw the ball down the damn field. And get it out to Eli Sanders out on a screen and shit like that. I want to see some aggressive things.
Yeah, I want
to see the tight end pass make a return. Damn it.
Yeah.
But sure, we do have a quarterback at tight end.
Oh yeah, my two things
anywhere but quarterback.
My two things to really look out for this game are obviously A, the offensive line, and B is the running back room rotation, because there are a lot of oars sitting behind Jairell Brock, and as we have seen in the past, the starter's not always the safest person when we have as we've gone from like David Montgomery to the next wave was when Breece Hall took over midway season. Obviously Jairell Brock was a highly touted recruit, and Matt Campbell loves the guy, but he's also loved a lot of other guys too that he's benched too. So I think they really like this Cartavius Norton. I really think he's probably going to take the stranglehold on the number 2 spot, and probably use Miles Sanders in some weird different ways. And I think the one who's going to be the odd man out in all this is going to be Deion Silas. So
did you say Miles Sanders? Eli Sanders. Yeah.
Eli
Do we
Sanders.
have
Sorry,
Miles Sanders?
If
No,
we
I don't
have
think we
Miles
do.
Sanders available,
Eli Sanders. Sorry.
feels like he's the starter. I don't know.
So, but anyways, like, yes, Deion Silas is probably the odd man. I know, like, there's some Twitter
Yeah.
people that really love
I mean,
Deion Silas,
well,
but like,
like,
he's tiny. Like,
he's
it's
really
not going to
small.
last long.
That's the problem. Is like his touchdown against UNLV was really cool. Like that was great. He's a good. He's a tough runner, but he's really small, and he doesn't really like. I don't know if he adds anything to the offense that the other three can't do.
Yeah,
or
like
whatever,
Jarrell Brock is
other
a
than
dude,
be
can
small.
run you over, can run in a straight line and run past people if he needed to. Cartavius Norton seems like the guy that has everything.
He's
he
as a
keeps
runner,
forcing it.
as a
Sanders-
Cartavius Norton as a runner has everything. Probably still needs
Yeah.
to work on his pass catching and his blocking and things like that.
Sanders
but,
is a scat back and will get out on the edge on screen passes, things like that, and can also run the ball if he needs
big
to. So,
time
like,
speed.
there's literally no need for 4 running backs. Like,
There's
and
not.
I
Like,
think at the end of the day,
To me,
said
it's early on is Jarrell Brock
Silas.
and Eli Sanders, and then if we get to like garbage time, then I think you'll see Cartavius Norton get carries.
Silas will probably get carries early on, but I think by the 3, 4, or 5 games,
he's struggling to get carries.
Yeah, it's gonna be no go seeing him at all.
And I'm perfectly happy to be wrong if he just turns out to be the dude. But like, I don't know.
Not happening.
I'm doubtful.
Mark it down. This is about as solid as it gets. My 13-0 prediction in basketball preseason. It's happening, folks. Bet your house. Put your mortgage on it.
That Deion Silas is not the dude.
Correct.
That's probably
Take
fair.
that, Twitter.
Probably not as big a leap as saying 13-0 non-conference for a team that just won 2 games, but
Let it be written.
You did get that. You did get that one right, so it's impossible to contest you on any of this.
All I can say is I believed while everybody else was just in the dumps.
That is exactly what happened.
Also, shout out to Clone Cones being complete trash.
Okay,
Horrendous take.
Okay,
Horrendous take.
Hold on.
Flavor that ice cream, then we'll be all right. All right.
Do you not like vanilla ice cream?
I mean, vanilla ice cream's fine, but like, well, hey, look, I got vanilla ice cream and it's dyed red and yellow. Well,
Right,
this
but
is
it's still
so cool.
But it's still vanilla. Ice
Who
cream.
gives a frick?
Like even if it's just dyed and not actually flavored,
You're
it's still
selling it
vanilla ice
based
cream.
on the premise that it's
But it's
colored.
still vanilla ice
It's
cream.
the novelty of
favorite.
it.
Like the floor,
Novelty of
the floor
what?
for vanilla ice cream is incredibly high. There
There is
no
no
such
novelty
thing.
behind
Yeah.
There's
vanilla ice
literally
cream.
no such thing as bad vanilla ice cream. That doesn't
Right.
exist.
Yeah.
When
Unless
did
you
I
just
ever
hate
say that-
happiness.
When did I ever say vanilla
Like
ice
it's
cream was
either
bad?
it's either good or fucking amazing. Like it's somewhere in that range.
I never
And
said it was bad. I just said
you
you're
just
selling,
said it was. You just said it was.
It's dumb. It's a dumb idea.
You're
It's like
dumb
you-
too.
you're
But we let you
selling
stay here.
Colored ice cream. It's like, hey, look, it's just vanilla though, and pay $9 for colored ice cream. Quit
I
being
mean-
dumb. Flavor it.
I personally, I would prefer them at least make the red strawberry or something like that.
That's fine.
At least, like I don't need the yellow.
Put some
to be
effort
anything.
into it.
I would.
Come
I think it
on.
would be better being flavored, but also if it's just vanilla, more people will buy. Like not everybody likes.
I
like,
will
not
go
everybody
down
likes
on
strawberry
this,
ice
though,
cream.
that
Not
our
everybody
concession
likes, I don't
stands
know,
are
whatever.
like D tier, like bad.
What was that?
Our concession stands from an overall aspect are like D tier bad.
They're not great.
I
Football's
don't
better
know.
than
We got
basketball.
the tots with the cheese and bacon are pretty banging.
Tots
Oh
with cheese and
my
bacon.
God.
Yeah, I mean those are good, but like
What, you hate tots and cheese and bacon?
honestly, what they really should
Love
do with
all 3 of
concessions,
those
though,
things.
What
It's
they
just our
really should do
concession
with
stands still
concessions
suck.
is they should bring in they should just bring in a bunch of food trucks or shit like, or people that instead of the.
We have a lot of good food trucks in Ames, Iowa.
That's what I'm saying. Like around Ames and Des Moines,
Like
there's
a
tons of
Stas.
good food. There's tons of good food trucks. Like even if they don't have to operate out of the food truck, and they can just operate out of the concession stand, but
And
just
the
bring in a
lines
whole bunch of
are
local
too
vendors.
long for the quality that's there as well.
Right, and that's
But there's
I don't
also
know,
no
that's-
room to
that's
change it either.
very
Though. That's the
frustrating.
problem.
Is that the concessions are extremely mid. Like there's nothing remarkable about anything that they
See,
sell.
that's where the whole thing flows into the clone cone. The clone cone is extremely mid too.
It's ice cream.
Ice cream cannot
has
be
never,
mid.
Ice cream has never been and will never be mid. It is ice cream. It is probably better than
Okay,
whatever you're eating.
let me reverse this then. The idea that the clone cone is a god tier item, that people are like,
ice
you
cream.
have to get a clone cone when you go to an Iowa State game. Like you have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's dumb. It's just ice cream. Like it's not like
So?
it's not a make or break thing. Like
Why are you
If I could
shitting
have
on
ice cream for the rest of my
What,
life,
like how
I
much do
would.
you like Matthias? I want to know. Are you?
if you're gonna ask how much ice cream I eat, look at me. Like that's just
That's not what I was gonna ask. That's not what I was gonna ask. But no, I'm just genuinely concerned for you as a human being that you have decided that today is the day you're gonna start shitting on ice cream. Of all
today
things,
is not the day.
of all things.
I do not shit on ice cream. I'm shitting on the idea of a clone cone being so cool that you have to get it no matter what. It's not.
Nobody's holding a gun to your head that you have to.
Yeah,
buy
that's
a clone
not-
cone.
It might be.
Well,
How do you
that's
know?
what the
You
brick-
can't
that's
see
what the
behind this brick
is
wall.
hiding. That's what the brick wall is hiding. Is someone holding to a gun to his head to go get ice cream.
You can see a shopping cart. Look at that. Look at that thing just staring. It's got eyes on it. Look, it's just staring at you.
That's actually really funny that it's picking up the eyes on that shopping cart.
Actually, no, it's not eyes. It's Mickey.
Oh,
It's
just
Minnie
picking up the
Mouse.
elbow. It's picking up your elbow. It's fascinating how this AI works to do the.
I wish I could get the GIF one on here.
Yeah, that would be funny. I would do the Matthias gif in the background of mine.
Whatever.
Wait, could you show us what that is? What you're talking about?
Me right now?
No, Levi.
I don't know if I have it just like on.
No.
tap.
Why don't you just do a sample?
No,
Just
can
show us
you?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
demonstrate?
I'm good. I don't know if I could properly recreate it. That's all right.
So, anyways, yeah, Southeast Missouri State. We're gonna steamroll them, and away we go.
Okay, so my question though is, what are the expectations for this? Because I don't have a personally. I don't have a. We need to win by X number of points for me to be satisfied. Like, if it was like less than 10, I would be like, what the hell or whatever. But
Win
it would
by
also-
20 or more, and let's just get out of there.
it would also just depend on context. But like I don't need to win by 40 to feel like we accomplished something. But one, I need to see special teams actually trying to advance the ball and to do something and to quote unquote win in the margins or whatever. I mean, the special teams are the margins, and our just willingness to just completely nothing on punt and kick returns, just get rid of. I don't want to say punt our kicker because like it's confusing, but just completely ignore our opportunities to advance the ball or to generate extra, to generate better field position or even scores off of punt and kick returns. Like I need to see punt and kick returns.
Our kicker is going to be our punter.
Well, maybe
Our punter is also going to be our kicker.
sort of. He's listed as an or right now because Jace Gilbert is kicker punter number 1, sort of, but he's listed as an or. I would have to imagine that Tyler Perkins will win that punting job. I would be surprised if Tyler Perkins didn't win that punting job.
Yeah, great pancakes.
I would think something would have gone wrong if Tyler Perkins did not win the punting job at some point. I'm a little bit surprised that Tyler Bittman did not win the place kicking job because like when we went to that spring practice in Ames, I thought he was clearly the best kicker
Of the 3 that were there, sure, but Gilbert wasn't there yet.
Oh, Gilbert wasn't there. Oh.
No.
Well, that checks out. Okay, but of that day, Bittman was the best one. But it also doesn't.
That was a horrendous kicking day.
It wasn't good. But like I would have to assume though that Bittman will handle kickoff duties. I mean, the kid's got a monster leg. He just posted. I think he just the other day he posted a video from high school of him hitting the middle of the upright on a kickoff in high school.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that the other day. About who's gonna be the dude that's kicking stuff to the end zone? Because we got kind of spoiled. We got spoiled with it last year. I was kind of thinking like we probably don't have a guy anymore. But if Bittman really has a cannon of a leg, sure, let's roll.
I think based on that video, it seems like Bittman might have a bigger leg than Mevis. I don't know if it's accurate enough to actually kick field goals or not, but
does he hit coaches too?
I don't know.
Rest in peace, Mevis's NFL career. It ended too soon.
I want to know what happened. Like that
Must have been a really horrific.
I don't know if he must have slipped or something. Like I don't know what happened, but either way.
They also didn't explain like what angle it hit whoever it hit at. Like, was the guy
Right.
standing, right next to the post or something?
Knowing
or was
the
he,
knowing the NFL media, it was probably kicked in the general direction of the guy. Like, happened to just shank it so bad it went near the coach, or It was
Like,
like, one of
he
those things
just
that
missed
came
the
off
field.
or it came off his foot wrong. And it was like a line drive at the coach that was standing behind the defensive line or something like that.
Right.
Like, there's
Or
something
like,
really
or
dumb.
like he just missed it, and there just happened to be a coach like 30 feet away where it landed. It's like,
it was
whatever.
guaranteed it was just something dumb.
Yeah, probably.
The fact is that they didn't even let him go through like games to like kick.
Right.
Is dumb. And then they ended up cutting the kicker that they replaced him with still.
As far as I know, the Jaguars do not have a kicker on the roster.
I think they do now, but
do
like,
okay.
Yeah, it's
whatever.
The NFL gives up on guys like way too easily. Like, it's just.
Yeah. I think the Bears should have given Cody Parkey another chance.
Hey, now.
You might have something there because, like,
didn't he actually kick for somebody else and be like decent?
No.
Okay.
He went to the Browns more longer term than all the other stops in between there, but like and was there longer, but then instead ended up starting to hit the crossbars too. But the thing is, what did him in Chicago was like after like that game, he went on the Today Show and it was like, "Oh, poor me, everybody, my life sucks, my wife is sad," and everyone's like the Bears were like, "What are you doing?" Like, nobody else is going on talk shows and talking about this. Like, everybody else is feeling the same way you are right now. Like, don't be. And they're like, "Yeah, you're out."
Yeah.
He was lucky to even get an NFL shot again after that.
And like we were talking to Cole Netton about it after like some of that stuff happened or whatever. He's like, once you're in the NFL, all those guys are like they're good enough to make any field goal you want them to. It's just, but it's like it's 100% a mental thing.
Oh yeah, when he started hitting the crossbar like in the Detroit games, like you knew it was over. It's like, and even that morning of that game against the Eagles, I told somebody, I was like, you know what, this game is going to end with Cody Parkey hitting the freaking crossbar, and that's how it's going to. And it freaking did. It was just one of those. It was like he had it in his head. That's what he's going to do.
Right. But anyway, so I want to see the special teams like try to do something. I don't need to see the punter necessarily.
Yeah,
I'm sure we will, but
if they come out and boom a couple kicks, I'll be okay with it.
I'm assuming that the kicking and punting game will be fine. I don't think it'll be amazing, but I don't think it'll suck. But the return game's got to be something. You got to show me that you want to do something, because last year, us just giving up on punt and kick returns against Iowa allowed Torrey Taylor to absolutely single-handedly abuse us. And that was miserable. I'm not trying to let Iowa just continually.
And I think that's why they had Jalen Noel back there towards the end and actually attempt to do it.
And I think that makes sense. I mean, that seems like a move. If you're going to try to be aggressive on punt returns, that's the guy you'd probably put back there.
They'll probably have him back there.
Did
they have him listed?
We also had Tariq Milton back there on punt returns for a long time too, which is a guy that we, at least at the time, thought this is a guy you're going to put back there if you're trying to do something or whatever. And they never did. And they eventually ended up just throwing Greg Eisworth back there to just fucking fair catch and be done. Or whatever. It's not even punt return. It's just punt catch.
I guess I didn't even look at punt returner, kick returner. Oh, so they have Jalen Knowles both. I was kind of thinking that
it's Stanley as the other punt returner and Eli Sanders as the other kick returner.
I was kind of envisioning that the other way. I kind of thought Stanley would be a kick returner because he seems like a guy that he'd be like,
straight line speed.
He could make a running catch and just go. I mean, he could do that on punts too, but whatever.
But like,
not overly worried about it.
I need to see some of that, but also I need to see. There's not really much I need to see out of the defense. I mean, I'm more curious about the defense than I am anything. Like I want to see what Darian Porter looks like at corner. Like that's the kind of shit I want to see.
Because obviously they'll rotate corners. Obviously they've done it all every year.
I want to see Anthony Johnson as a safety. I want to see how he kind of conducts the middle of the field.
We'll probably see Trayvon Howard a little bit. Yes, sissy.
But the main thing I want to see the offense, and I want to see a vertical passing game against a team that they should be able to throw the ball deep against. Because I can't stand, because God damn it, every year we play Iowa, we try to beat Iowa at their own game, which never goes well. Like, stop trying it.
We just don't. I mean, it's pretty well. I mean, we don't have the run blocking prowess to do that this year. That's for damn sure.
No,
but we also have the horses with outside with Stanley and Xavier
I mean, if Riley, whoever Riley Moss is covering, throw it at him 1,000 times. Like I genuinely believe that Riley Moss is Trevon Diggs. He's actually a bad corner, but he just kind of gets lucky because they throw the ball at him 1,000 times. That's how I see Riley Moss.
Probably.
And at a certain point, he's going to regress to the mean.
Well, I mean, he got picked on by David Bell.
Yep.
Because they threw it at him.
And David Bell absolutely
1,000 times.
roasted him.
Yeah.
Like that's where I'm at. Like, is that Riley Moss is going to get? He is absolutely not that good.
You mean third round draft pick David Bell?
Yes.
Shame.
He should have gone higher. He's so good.
Yeah, he's not like a guy that's like that, like speed. It's just more like he's a very technical
he's a functional
route
speed.
runner.
He's functional speed.
Yeah, it's just he's all route running.
He's Cooper Kupp. But anyways, like if you can get Xavier Hutchinson or Dimitri Stanley mashed up on Riley Moss, go after him. But I mean, obviously they're not playing Iowa this week. But like,
how tall is Riley Moss?
I want what?
How tall is Riley Moss?
Probably 6 foot. Maybe not quite 6 foot.
Tall enough.
So that's at 6'1".
So he's 6 foot.
No, he's 6'1". He just said that.
Anyways, so I want to see them try an offense that looks like it's going to be capable of beating Iowa. Not because like I'm hinging the entire thing on Iowa, but like
kind of sound like you are.
At a certain point, you got to stop pretending like we can do exactly what Iowa does and beat them at their own game.
Seems like you're overlooking the Southeast Missouri State Redhawks.
I am. I'm 100% overlooking them. And maybe we're going to lose because of that. I don't know. If we do, then we're shutting this whole bitch down. I don't even know.
Like a dick, wouldn't you?
But like, I need to see something that makes it seem like I want to see something on offense that makes me believe that they're not just going to try to fucking run the inside zone shit against Iowa all the time. Like throw the ball fucking deep. You have targets now. You have 1,000 good receivers and a quarterback that can throw the ball probably 70 yards without even
throw it over a mountain.
Yeah, probably could throw it over a mountain. Like they need to, like at some point, if they don't like throw it at Dimitri Stanley 40 yards downfield, I'm gonna be pissed. Like,
yeah, I think that's one thing that's like kind of been missing from Iowa State's offense is like we've had speedy receivers, don't get me wrong, but Dimitri Stanley is like, yeah, exactly, popping the top off of defense is something that we've not been able to do the last couple of years.
No, I think we probably could have done it. It's just we didn't have the arm to do.
I don't know.
Not doing any hand motions anymore.
Like who would have done that? I mean, yes, we like to say Tariq. One, Tariq was hurt all the time. Two,
I'm not like
not
it's
actually
like,
that good of a route runner or whatever.
You know, like
I don't know. I
will agree. We didn't have like the speed, but like there was also like cases and points like where guys like beat their man off the line and like you could bomb it deep. It's just the arm strength could never get the ball there. It's kind of what I'm getting at. I mean, Brock was really good between the line of scrimmage to the 30-yard line range, but it was like it never, it was kind of like some passes to Xavier we've seen on the boundaries. It was just if he had a little more on it, like Xavier's running
is
in
the
end
interception.
zone.
The interception against Iowa, I think it was the first
Correct.
one, where it was a deep ball. He was open. He was just underthrown.
Case like that. So,
Xavier kind of screwed him because he didn't really go after to try to do anything with the ball.
Now Hunter can get the ball anywhere all over the field. It's just a matter if it's on target. Right. And I mean we have a very small sample size of him, and obviously with now the last 6 months of him preparing to be the starter, more reps, more work with the quarterback coach.
To be fair,
to play, it's just he's probably going to have that accuracy honed in. I mean, he wouldn't be this touted by the coaching staff if he didn't have the accuracy tone.
I mean, and to be fair to Hunter too, like his first touchdown pass against Kansas to Joe Skates was maybe genuinely the prettiest ball I've ever seen an Iowa State quarterback throw. Like, I don't know if you guys remember that, but he just took a 3-step drop and just delivered an absolute perfect ball to Joe Skates. If you don't remember that, like we need to pull it up or something like that because it was like the prettiest pass I've ever seen.
I would say we could pull it up, but we might get banned by YouTube again.
Did we?
Well,
let's see here.
We got a naughty letter.
Oh, did we? Oh, it's just saying like, oh, you shouldn't do that.
When we were reminiscing about Josh Lenz's football career and his highlights that day.
Yeah, that I guess.
Good times.
Let's see if I can find that. We can keep moving while I try to find this highlight.
Now we're kind of basically at the point where we need to move to our fun times.
Oh yeah,
Fun times.
fun times.
Happy playtime.
I'm sure we got plenty of that stuff to roll through here. So
Let's see.
you get that play real quick, and then we'll move on to our segments.
Let's see here. Greg Eisworth just got the pick. There's Brock throwing a deep ball to somebody that just got picked off.
Oh no.
And there's Breece Hall scoring a touchdown from like the 50. Oh, here it is. Wow, I just found it right there. All right, let's see. All right, I need to share my screen. Share screen. There we go. All right. So right here. So watch this. I mean, this is just a beautiful pass. 1, 2, 3. Perfection.
It's gonna be so weird to watch a left-handed quarterback over and over again.
It is, and we almost.
Yeah,
had
I'm
to
still
watch
not over
two
that
of
he
them.
doesn't throw the ball with the correct hand yet.
If I remember correctly, Ashton Cook is lefty too.
I just hope we never have to see Ashton Cook.
Because I think if I remember correctly at that spring.
No
practice,
offense, Ashton Cook's family, but offense.
Oh, look at that pass, just perfection. I have to look that up. I think he actually might be a lefty too, because I think I remember in spring practice seeing 3 left-handed quarterbacks warming up.
Yeah, I was rolling through the Oklahoma game last night, making the hype tape, and I was just like watching the couple like that drive that Hunter came in, and I was just like, this is weird. Just makes no sense to me. Lefties it's just odd.
It's yeah, the mechanics.
If you play baseball and softball, hey, they'll gladly take you, and you're going to
Right.
be a prime target. Good for you, but also playing football quarterback is just weird.
It is, and then like the mechanics look wonky. Like I remember, like if you remember, like watching like Michael Vick when he was in his prime or whatever, like he was probably throwing with similar mechanics to a righty, but it just looks so weird from a lefty.
And then for me, like watching Michael Vick as a lefty, it wasn't like overly like Hunter's like obviously less mobile. I mean, he's still mobile, but he's less mobile than Michael Vick. Like Michael Vick was the athlete, ultra all around, like did crazy shit. So like,
less mobile than Michael
so like
Vick.
everything was like everything. You're just like watching him do that stuff. You're just like, oh, that's no big deal. And it hardly to me, it's like you're noticing that he's a lefty, but like just Hunter like dropping back and throwing left. It's like just like that's odd.
But he's got a for a left-handed quarterback, he's got a really nice looking throwing motion. He doesn't have like awkward throwing mechanics or anything like that. It just looks a little weird because he's a lefty, but like his mechanics look good for what they should look like as a lefty. But it just looks weird because it's the other side.
Yeah.
Like he's probably like he does a much better job, like just of the throws you see, he does a much better job of like not throwing off his back foot than Brock Purdy did. Like if you look, especially if you look at that throw, he does a really nice job of setting his base and all that. Like him being tall, kind of he's being taller, a little bit more built, a little bit stronger. I think probably helps him get a better foundation to throw those deep balls. I don't know, but either way, I want to see some level of aggression out of offense. I understand that early in the game you want to just get stuff going, just to get a rhythm, or whatever. I get that. I want to see some shots. I need shots.
I think they'll probably take a couple and probably hit on a couple just because the backfield on the defensive backfield for Southeast Missouri State is so bad. So
to me, you have to use this game as an opportunity to practice some of the offense you actually want to run against the people you care about beating.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I'll be disappointed if we win by a bunch and we go super vanilla. I'll be probably a little bit disappointed.
You're saying you're gonna be disappointed now that there's no shots, but then we win by like 45 and you won't even remember this come Monday.
Dude, I might not even remember it anyways. You know how much I'm gonna drink on Saturday? But like
probably 2 because you're a girl.
Maybe. I don't know. My plan is to crack a beer open at 7:01 a.m. while I'm setting up my tent.
You're not before. Be a man.
Get a DUI.
Because I'm usually the one driving. That's the problem.
Make somebody else drive.
I could.
That's what I'm doing.
I mean, it's still open container, but
So
fair.
Not if they don't find it open.
Well, that's true. And if it's empty, what?
And maybe you should drink it faster then.
Yeah,
Sally.
Say, there's nothing wrong with. There's nothing illegal about having an empty open container.
Yeah.
But anyway, definitely not encouraging people drinking and driving here. Just want to make that clear.
Yeah, definitely not. No.
Do not try at home.
Yeah. Do not. Yeah. Do not.
Or on the road.
Or on the road. Actually, try it at home. Don't do it on the road.
Do it at home, not on the road.
This is one of those you should do at home. But anyways,
that would be perfect if we had the Iowa DOT Click It or Ticket thing. I mean, I know it's totally different, but like this segment is sponsored by Click It or Ticket.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's really my expectation is I just need to see something more than just running super vanilla. If we just run a bunch of inside zones and RP and like quick slants and shit like that, I'll be kind of disappointed.
Well, it's Tom Manning, so you know it's gonna happen.
It is Tom Manning. Anyways, are we getting into fun times?
Fun times.
Fun times.
What are we starting with here, producer?
Well, let's start with Cubs.
Start with Cubs Corner.
Yeah.
Do we have background music for this thing again?
I don't think we did last year.
I don't think we did.
Oh, we didn't?
Yeah, I don't think we did.
No.
For some reason, I'm having deja vu right now. I thought we did, but it's probably for the better.
Nope.
It's probably for the better.
Probably have WAP playing in the background.
WAP. Yeah, that's exactly how you say that too.
That's what we got. That's the theme song for Cubs Corner. All right.
As well.
Get a bucket and a mop.
Just fucking Aiden, start the damn segment.
All right. First pick. Taking the Utes. Down in the swamp. I don't think Billy Napier has what it takes down at Florida right away. So going with
the Urban Myers, huh?
Evidently, yeah. For my second pick, I am taking Ohio State and the points over Notre Dame at the Shoe. Me and Matthias were kind of talking before the show. We do think Marcus Freeman is a good coach.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Love me some Marcus Freeman.
Yeah, I think he's going to be an awesome coach for Notre Dame.
Yeah.
But game one, I don't know if it's all going to be
not
where he wants to be yet. Yeah.
Who's probably I would assume they're probably the presumptive favorite.
I have a soft spot, and I mean I do love Notre Dame. They were my first college game to go to. I like watching Notre Dame, but like after how like Brian Kelly was like, yeah, I'm out, like screw you, and then like everybody like loves Marcus Freeman. Like I don't know, I'm fully entrenched on the I said it firmly entrenched. Sorry, Marcus Freeman train here. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. But they're probably gonna lose by like 20, and he's gonna get drilled for it, and not justifiably so. Like it's not like a bad thing.
Sure.
I don't know.
This last one's
and I also think that Ohio State and Alabama are the two best teams in college football, and I don't think it's close. So I think this is going to be an early testament of that.
Lost too much.
I think Georgia's.
That's like saying Alabama lost too much. It's like, I mean, all they did is replace a bunch of 5 stars.
Right. Yeah.
Stars. I mean,
but there's also, I mean, I know Georgia won a national title, but there's like Alabama, and then there's Georgia. So it's not apples here.
Like it's not dead on, but Georgia's pretty damn close now at this point.
Anyways, Ball State.
Anyways, yeah.
That's my
Ball
take.
State, Tennessee.
All right. Yeah, taking the over at 68. This was the highest over I could find, so I'm taking it.
That's why.
Football is back.
This is the highest over I could find.
I love it.
And it's funny because I was looking at overs and like over unders and stuff like that earlier, and I saw like it was Army Coastal Carolina's over unders at like 49 or something like that. I was like, there's no way they make it there.
Gross.
Under.
Gross.
You always take Army unders.
I'm just glad
take Army unders.
I didn't see Hawaii Vanderbilt in here again. That was a bad day.
Yeah, imagine.
You know,
taking
if
money
that
on
game,
Hawaii.
if that game was
nobody
week
in
one,
public saw that, but you should almost be disqualified for that for taking.
If that
Hawaii
was
on the
week
money
one,
line.
I probably would have taken that game, and I'm glad we got that. We worked out the kinks.
I was gonna say
in
you
week
should
zero.
almost be disqualified from making picks in this because you took Hawaii on the money.
You know, I just felt like, you game one, Vanderbilt's awful. Go to Hawaii. A lot of things can happen on an airplane ride to Hawaii. I mean, so.
Don't know what that means, but anyway,
Right.
your guys'
Easier, man.
picks.
Levi, you go first.
Okay, I'll go first. I'll take Utah at Florida. Utah seems like a really solid football team. I don't hate their fans, but their football team's kind of cool, and I like them. I'm actually going to take Notre Dame to cover there.
Oh, hello.
I'm taking Notre Dame to cover. New coach. I mean, Brian Kelly's a good coach, but he's also like his teams are also kind of boring. Like they never did anything. I get the impression that Marcus Freeman's kind of injecting some new life into that program, or whatever. And I give me Notre Dame to really push
Brand
the
new
Hawks.
quarterback for the Fighting Irish.
I'm going to take Notre Dame on the points there. So, so Notre Dame plus 18 would be mine. I guess I will. This seems like nonsensical to me. I'm taking fucking 68. That's so many points. Under 68. I'm taking the under.
You
there.
fucking loser.
Yeah. What, are you scared?
Yes, I'm taking
getting
the
the
under
69,
on Ball State,
dude.
Tennessee. Ball State, an FCS program, or are they MAC?
Whoa.
They're Mac.
whoa.
They're Mac.
Mac.
Show
Yeah,
some
Ball
damn
State-
respect.
MAC. I don't
What
care
is
about
wrong
the
with
MAC.
you?
So a MAC
return of the
program
Mac.
and one of
Yeah,
the most
Maction?
inept
What
SEC
is wrong
programs
with
of the
you?
last decade. Like, I'm sorry, no. They're
Well,
not
the thing
winning
is,
68
like-
points.
That's not
What, do you
68
hate
points.
the
Isn't
state
that
of
much.
Indiana? What's wrong
Yeah.
with you?
68 points. I don't know what the spread is on that, but like 40-20 doesn't get you there.
No shit, that's only 60, idiot.
Yeah, that's
Good job in
God.
math, Matthias.
Yeah, all
Congratulations.
Tennessee has to do, I think, is score 50 and it'll hit.
That's a lot of points.
or
Tennessee
what if
does
Not
they-
for
not score
Tennessee.
50.
They're one of the best
Tennessee-
offenses in college football. Josh Heupel has the Volunteers a running.
No,
They averaged like the
flavor.
most plays per game last season.
No.
How dare you shit on Alex
Nope.
Golis like this,
Nope.
wiener?
Under 68.
Hater.
Under 68. Because I don't think, okay, let's say Tennessee scores 50. I don't think Ball State's scoring 18. No way. No fucking chance. No way. Under 68. Army Coastal Carolina has a better shot of going over 50 than this has.
Listen,
of
you
going
need to
under
pipe
60
down right now.
of
Let
going
the
over
big boys
68.
take over here. All right, Aiden and I are just talking. You just quiet
And then
down
my
over there.
pick, my personal pick, is
Nobody
taking
cares.
West Virginia on the money line versus Pitt.
What are you,
Eat
money
shit,
line? What are
Pitt.
you scared?
What do you mean?
Who goes with money line? Like, come on.
That's the bigger odds.
No,
It's a what?
don't. Don't be
Math.
scared. Hit
Math.
the over. Hit the over. Come on. Spread it. Get the spread in there. Be a real man here.
Well, the money line's a bigger risk.
Don't care.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Hashtag he's mad online.
What are you even talking about?
Anyways,
anyway, you know what?
we're
Fuck,
not
I'm not
talking
even
to you
fucking
no more.
listening to you anymore. Go behind your wall.
Look at this. You got you guys
Build the
both
wall
went
in front of
Utah.
Matthias so I don't have to see him anymore.
Both you
Just to
guys-
be clear,
anyways,
I'm also taking West Virginia because eat shit, Pitt.
Eat shit, Pitt. Also, but like this just feels like one of those games. Pitt just lost Kenny Pickett and their Blitnikoff wide receiver, and West
He has a
Virginia.
name.
While I have no faith in them over the course of the season, the first game of the season with JT Daniels at quarterback, give me them to upset Pitt at a very quiet Heinz Field. Like, give me West Virginia on that money line, so that we can overhype them, and then they can go 3-9 they can go 2-9 for the rest of the season.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely, West Virginia on the money line.
All right. Cool beans.
Then there's a
Under
slightly hairier
68.
Jimmy Neutron over here.
Listen. All right. Utah at Florida. Like, come on. The Utes, their fan base is horrendous. They live in the mountains. They hate beer. Like, get them out of
They
here.
hate ice
That's
cream.
BYU. That's BYU.
Stop. They're all the same. Anyways,
All Utes are the same.
All Utes are
Correct.
the same.
correct. So They're going to Florida. I don't even care if Utah's a better team. I just hope they fall into the face of the earth and nobody gives a crap about them. So
Agreed.
give me the Gators all day, baby. Roll.
Wait, you took the money line? Take the spread like a man.
Take
Well,
the spread.
That's
Take
not
the
part of the
spread.
game. Aiden has laid
Take the spread.
Aiden has laid it up here to go money line right now. All right.
Take the spread, you idiot.
All right. Gators to cover the spread too. I ain't scared. Anyways, I am.
I don't even know what the spread is.
I have. No, doesn't matter. We're taking it. Utah can suck it. Stupid Utah. Anyways, Ohio State, Notre Dame. I've flipped on this like 3 times already in the last like hour, but I think I'm gonna roll with Levi here. I think I'm gonna go. Give me the Fighting Marcus Freemans. They lose by 17.
And you know what? That's actually kind of a factor here. Is that losing by 17 is an extremely common score.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm prepared for a
Whatever.
heartbreak here.
Like that feels like something that's gonna happen. A couple touchdowns and a field goal. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just I mean they're going into the horseshoe with a brand new starting quarterback, a bunch of new starters all over the defensive side of the ball. Like it's just Marcus Freeman's a really good defensive coach, but CJ Stroud, CJ Stroud,
Jackson Smith and Jigba, oof doofa,
or future Chicago Bear, yep, and Justin Fields, him Henry Knight. Anyways, we're going over 68. Ball State, Tennessee. It's going to hit 69. Nice.
Good work.
Also, my pick is TCU minus 13.5. Like they're
Known
playing college.
TCU super fan, Matthias Schwarzkopf.
To be honest, though,
Don't even get me started.
I was considering taking Colorado State on this money line.
It's Colorado, first of all.
Colorado,
The Buffs.
I was thinking about taking Colorado on this money line.
Levi,
I got a little scared
let
because
me
Colorado's
stop you.
bad. Because Colorado's
Yeah,
bad.
there you go.
But
Well, it's because they lost to
Colorado-
Demetrius Stanley.
I also have
True.
no faith in TCU. I'm sorry.
Colorado
they've got 2 good corners.
maybe.
They've got one
No.
good receiver.
Here's the thing.
They don't have a guy to throw it to them.
Yeah,
have a new
they're
coach.
going to play 3 quarterbacks, which normally means you don't have one quarterback.
Yeah, 2 quarterbacks means you don't have one. Like,
Yeah,
what is
that
3?
3?
What the fuck?
You have
does
negative
3 mean?
quarterbacks at that point.
You have
might as well
you have
just put a
negative 1
quarterback there.
quarterbacks. That's how math works. You have negative 1 quarterback at that point in time.
Hey, you guys pipe down. This is my segment right now. I'm talking about TCU
Not
right now.
voluntarily.
2 minutes. All right. Colorado might be lucky to win 2 games this year. Like, that's how bad they are. Like, just go check out their schedule sometime and just be like, wow, that might win only 2 games. So I have like a thing. I'm
gonna
going
be TCU.
no, it's not happening. Like, this is the one game that TCU's going to score 14 points. It'll be 14-0. Watch it. Bank it. Let's roll.
I have no faith in TCU.
Well, I don't either. I just know Colorado's just
Like
ass.
Stuart, I think
bad.
someone picked him like first over. Like someone picked him to win the Big 12, which to me feels insane. I have no way. I don't have.
Yeah,
there's no
Colorado
way you can
is just
justify that.
like putrid. It's gonna be.
If Colorado wasn't so bad, I would probably take Colorado here. I didn't take Colorado because they're bad. But
I think their coach is gonna be decent, but like it's just like he's like retooling everything, and like I think he basically like tore it down to the studs, and like
right.
it's horrendous. It's not.
It'll be like the Kansas treatment when
That's my thing for like, and this is really weird, but like my thing for the college football season this year is to like pick Colorado to lose every game and just see how it ends up.
They're gonna be really bad. I'm looking forward to them joining the Big 12 so we can get.
I think we need to like, and I told the people in the Discord this, but I think in the like every season we need to pick like one really bad team and just like root for them to lose every game and like just ride and die with it the entire season, no matter what. No, not even like a team that legitimately could like
really
lose.
bad.
Yes, so like Colorado is that team
or Vanderbilt or something.
Yeah, that's already over with.
Yeah,
now.
let's vote against Vanderbilt.
Yeah,
how's that
see how
going?
well that works out.
Yeah, 0-for-1.
You just
Commodores.
didn't believe hard enough. Or like Oregon State or something.
They're gonna be 1-11. Vanderbilt is.
Yeah, see, you realize this is gonna be the only game they win, right? Like,
I don't even know who they play after Hawaii. I really don't.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't. That'd be kind of fun. I don't want it to be a Power 5 team though. Like, oh wait, because
But it could be though, like Colorado.
We're rooting for them to lose, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
It doesn't
so
matter.
Yeah, Power 5.
So like normally
Kansas
you'd be like,
State.
"Hey, let's go with Kansas," see, like
Kansas
kind of
State.
thing.
Yeah, Kansas State. That's who I'm rooting for to lose every game.
Okay, it has to be like a legit team that could lose every game.
I don't see the
Kansas
issue with
State.
picking Kansas State.
Kansas
Okay,
State.
that's fine, but like Kansas is like a legit option every year, right?
I think Kansas beats
Kansas State
That would be hilarious.
is an
That actually would
option.
be really funny. Kansas State would be the Kansas State fans online would be losing their fucking minds.
That would be
Oh, it'd be so good. I'm like absolutely gonna be a Kansas fan for that day.
I'm thinking about going to Kansas away game this year. I'm not gonna be around for the TCU
That one?
game, unfortunately. It's closer, and I want to make sure I get to like every one. And
I mean, I'd like to get there one. My priority right this year is Stillwater.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
well, I
same
want to
for
go
me.
there. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it though. So that's the thing. So
Yeah, because I've already been to
Going
I've
to
already
the
been to
shithole instead.
TCU, which I may still try to make it to TCU just because friends with TCU people down there.
yeah, I was gonna go to that one, but we'll be in Mexico.
I'll be close to it, Texas.
True.
But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think who else would qualify for like rooting for them to lose. Rutgers? I don't know. Do I care enough about Rutgers to root for them?
Yeah,
to lose?
see,
I
that's the
don't
thing,
care.
like-
I don't care about any of these. It's just like Colorado. Like you read about them and hear about them. They're really bad. So it's
I
like,
don't-
oh
like,
yeah.
It's just remarkable how little I care about anybody in the Big Ten. Like, I care about Ohio State this weekend because I want them to not do as well as they should and give up the spread to Notre Dame. But like, other than that, I don't care how anybody in the Big Ten does. I don't know, especially the bad teams. Like it's fun. Like it's fun to like look at old Kansas and just like I should, or maybe current Kansas, but like I really do think Kansas is probably going to be better than people think they're going to be.
Probably.
Like maybe not last type of thing. To me, it seems like Kansas, West Virginia, Texas Tech, and TCU are very clearly the bottom 4 teams of the conference. TCU maybe is the least similar to those other 3, but I don't know. But I think Kansas can push for 4 or 5 wins. I really do. I think they can beat West Virginia and Texas Tech. And they can pick somebody else
Is there?
And what
Check
that
that.
means, though, is Iowa State can't sleep through that game down in Lawrence.
That's a sleepy area.
Yeah.
Check out.
Anyway.
Let's see. So they play Tennessee Tech. It's at West Virginia. Then they play Houston, and then
Who are
they
we
play
talking about right now?
Duke. Kansas.
Kansas. They'll beat Duke. They can beat Duke. And then
They'll beat Duke and they'll beat Tennessee Tech for sure.
Yep. They'll beat those 2 for sure. I think they'll beat Texas Tech because I don't think Texas Tech's going to be very good.
Houston's ranked 24th. Wow.
Yeah, they probably won't beat Houston. I mean, I don't know. They could beat Houston. Probably not. But Texas Tech and West Virginia are going to both lose to Kansas. Book it.
There you have it.
All right. Anyways, at the end of Cubs Corner?
That concludes Cubs Corner for week 1.
Fantastic. All right. Are we doing old heads, new trends first, or are we doing Aiden versus the 90s?
I thought we'd do Aiden versus the 90s first.
Okay, we'll do Aiden versus the 90s first. So, this is Aiden versus the 90s. I'm never changing that picture. No matter how
Yeah,
much
I
you want
texted-
me to, never fucking.
I texted Levi to change it today, and he still won't. So
I'm like, fuck you, Aiden. I'm leaving it. All right. Founded in 1992, this is considered the first collectible card game ever made.
Pokemon.
That's not the what?
That wasn't very
God damn,
nice.
Nope. Where is this?
Jesus
There it is.
Christ.
There it is.
You already said Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon.
Pokemon. Eh. That started as an anime. That wasn't originally a card game.
Magic.
Correct. Magic the Gathering.
I only guessed that because I know you
Because you know
F around with that. So
yeah. All right. Next up. This player began his career in 1996 with 1 home run in his rookie season, but by his 4th season in 1999, he had hit 42 home runs for this now non-existent MLB team.
Expos, huh?
Yeah. Wait, am I guessing the player or the team?
Player.
Okay. Do I get any points for guessing the Expos?
No.
I don't think I know a
That
single
feels
player
too
that played
obvious.
for the Expo.
The Expos is really obvious.
Right,
So.
yeah. I got nothing.
No guess, because I think I'm gonna go with Vlad Guerrero.
It is Vlad Guerrero. Nice job.
Oh, yeah. No
And
batting gloves
bonus
whatsoever.
Bonus points in that same 1999 season. His former teammate, now with a different team at that time, pitched what is considered maybe the greatest or second greatest pitching season in MLB history.
Steve Glavine?
What was that?
Glavine?
Tom Glavine?
Sure.
No.
Yeah, what a stupid guess.
Why did I say Steve? I said
Jesus.
Steve
You said-
Glavine.
I thought you said Steve Glavine. I was like, what the
Yeah.
hell? Aiden, do you know? It would have
Not a
been
clue.
Vlad Guerrero's former teammate with the Expos. In 1999, pitched one of the greatest seasons in MLB history for
Wait,
Glavine
Who-
pitched for the
can
Rangers.
I get who he played for in 1999?
So the player you're trying to guess was previously Vlad Guerrero's teammate with the Expos before 1999. In
Right.
1999, he pitched one of the greatest seasons in MLB history for
Yes.
a team that is not the Expos.
Who did he pitch for?
That's going to give it away.
Is it Randy Johnson?
It's a Randy Johnson. Yeah.
not Randy
Oh, that was
Johnson.
gonna be my guess.
Yeah, when you said that's gonna give it away, I was like, well, that's Randy Johnson.
Right. Yeah.
Nope. You're going to, as soon as I say it, you're going to be like, oh, duh.
Who?
Pedro
Yeah.
Martinez.
Oh.
That wasn't a duh. I don't think.
You said Red Sox.
Yeah.
Well, right, but if I said Red Sox, if I said Red Sox pitcher in the early 2000s, who would you have thought of?
Gonna be honest, probably would have gone Kurt Schilling.
That's fair. That's fair. Pedro Martinez is genuinely he honestly might be the GOAT. He might be the
You
greatest
could have
pitcher
just
of all
said
time.
tackled old bald white guy for the Yankees.
Pedro Martinez honestly may be the greatest pitcher of all time but his career just kind of was a little bit short. But anyways,
He's pretty good.
he was very good. Third question is, in the movie Tin Cup,
Okay.
what is the club? He breaks every club in his bag except for one. What club did he not break?
7-iron. No, it's the putter. Putter.
Still
The
no.
driver. It's obviously the driver.
Sandwich.
Come on, guys.
Toikus.
It's 3-wood.
I'll give you a 3-wood.
This is terrible.
Says you.
You guys are bad at this game. It's a 7-iron.
What do you mean? I just knocked out.
Wait,
Vlad
didn't I
Guerrero.
say 7-iron?
Did you say 7-iron? I
You
thought you
did
said
That was my
right
first
away.
guess.
First guess.
For some reason I was thinking you said 9-iron.
Wow. This game's rigged.
Back to that 1 for 3 batting average.
Mm-hmm.
He's not even giving you any credit for saying 7-iron. He's just
Yeah.
like, he already moved
Yeah.
on. Like he's just like, screw you.
Yeah, for some reason I was thinking in my brain you had said a 9-iron. I don't know why, but yes, he broke everything but his 7-iron.
Do I get the ding for getting it right or what?
Here's your ding.
Thanks.
You get a shitty little half ding.
I'll show you a ding.
Giggity.
I forgot that was on my soundboard. I was just pressing buttons.
Right.
Anyways, okay. That was 8 versus the 90s. What we got? Old head dudes.
Rock on, man.
What the fuck are you talking about? All right, so is it old heads, new trends now?
Yep.
Fantastic.
Old heads, new trends.
I look good as an old dude.
Even edited it.
You did edit it.
did.
Yeah.
We unfortunately had to say goodbye to Whole Butterscotch, Josh
Yeah.
Lenz.
Honestly, Josh was the best looking old dude out of any of us, though.
Oh, remember we compared him to it looked like he was running for Senate somewhere.
Right, he looked like a senator. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good-looking man.
What do we got?
First question. What was the name of the album that Taylor Swift announced she is going to drop at midnight? So the announcement was at midnight on August 29th.
Of this
I
year.
don't know.
Yeah.
think I
So a
just
couple
heard
days
today
ago
that-
she announced it.
I think I just heard today that she announced an album, but I don't know if I don't.
Wow, you didn't even give me. You gave me 2 days to prepare for an album drop of Taylor Swift, and I have no idea
To
what
be
it's
fair,
called.
it is old heads, new trends. So we have to
Yeah.
if we're not up on the latest trends, that's on us. I'm gonna say it is.
22.
Hold on.
Nope.
Hold on.
It's not 22.
I'm gonna say. Travis.
No, Travis.
Just got made a last 70 minutes. Let's see here. The name of the Taylor Swift album is gonna be.
Look, he's quickly googling. Look, he's acting like he's not googling. Look at him scratch his eye.
Yeah, I'm just like.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna say it is. Okay. Is it?
You have no idea what this is. Just stop.
You're right. I don't. Is it just a phrase or is it a number?
It's a phrase.
Okay.
No numbers involved.
I'm gonna say sleep. It's called sleep.
No.
Fuck. What's it called?
So if you listen, I said that she announced it at midnight.
Right.
It's midnight.
Name of the album is Midnights.
Yeah, it's midnight.
It's a dumb name for an album.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
Hey,
That's a dumb.
we're
name for
not
an
here to
album.
hate on Taylor Swift,
I
all
I
right?
like Taylor
Respect
Swift.
the queen.
That's still a dumb name for an album.
You're a dumb name for an album.
Probably.
You know, I don't know why we
Levi
haven't.
would be a
noticed-
shitty name for an
Levi
album.
would be a shitty name for an album. If I was an artist, if I was a solo artist and I named my album Levi, I would fucking hate myself because that's a terrible name for an album.
I'll be honest. I don't know why we haven't noticed this yet, but Aiden likes to drop subtle hints inside his questions, and we
Yeah,
still don't pick up
every
on
single
them.
time.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yep.
90% of the time, the
It's 'cause
questions I
Matthias,
ask
you and I are a
you,
couple dum dums.
yeah,
We're old dumb people.
We are old dumb people.
you were diagnosed at a young age with shit for brains. So,
Wow. Why is there a guy laying on a pillow on the bottom of my screen?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, next up,
Is
Aiden.
this some
all
sort of
right,
fetish
yeah,
you got
this
here?
is finish the lyric.
Now we're definitely getting it.
I've been a
This is Jack Harlow.
sex in a and I can put you in.
First class.
First class.
Hey, you got it. There you go.
That's an old song. That's a sample from an old song.
Who sings that?
The original was that like. Who was the original by?
What was that video though?
That was Jack
Yeah,
Harlow,
name-
I think.
Yeah.
Was it Jack Harlow?
Do I need to play
The
it?
original
or
was
you
by
guys
yeah.
good?
The original
Yeah,
was
we're
by.
good.
I think the original was by Fergie.
Did you see that
Yeah.
everybody's all pissed off about Jack Harlow being announced as the guest picker for ESPN on Saturday?
Yeah, I
for,
saw people were pretty pissed that they didn't pick a hometown.
Wouldn't know what
guest.
that felt like.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
I
know
hear
what
that's
that
never
felt like.
happened at ESPN.
Yeah, so I heard they've never picked a dumb guest.
I think it's hilarious that it's happening on that big of a stage, like
Why?
for
So
Ohio State.
wait,
Notre
what's
Dame.
what's the game? It's Ohio State Notre Dame is the.
Yep.
Yeah,
Which is weird because Jack Harlow's from Louisville, so it's not like
he has
it's
zero
not like it's
ties
for a
to
Louisville
either
game.
schools.
Yeah, he has no ties to either school.
Well, it was like Eric Church
Yeah,
had no ties,
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's just a country music guy or whatever. Well, I think
right? And we're all
the
Hicks.
dumbest
so.
thing is that actually the last two game day pickers in Ames both had ties to Iowa. I mean, Ashton Kutcher is obviously
Well,
Ashton Kutcher,
wasn't
but, like,
Eric Church
but
like
Eric Church? But Eric Church
he was friends
close
with
He's friends with Tucker.
CJ
Beathard.
Beathard's uncle? Yeah,
No, his brother.
brother. Oh, whatever.
He's friends with Tucker Beathard or whatever, and so he like has kind of like a twice removed connection to Iowa
Right? Yeah.
or whatever. So it's like, what the fuck? Still can't believe we don't have level celebrate of Trace McSorley. He was in a song, right?
The Trace McSorley song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a
Oh,
Throw it on a
it is?
dime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right. The Urban Dictionary word of the day.
Urban Dictionary word.
Uh,
All right.
So the definition: the best kind of gossip, typically shared between friends.
Dirt.
No.
I'm probably gonna know this once you say this, but what is it?
You don't have a guess, Matthias?
Is it
No.
okay? Is it like a common phrase?
Yeah, I use it on a
Yeah.
regular basis. I bring up a lot of terms I don't say. This one I definitely use a lot.
What's the definition again?
The best kind of gossip, typically shared between friends.
I can already
Can you
envision this
give
now.
me the language of origin, please?
Can you use it in a sentence?
No.
I don't have a guess. What is it?
Anything? Last guesses, Levi?
As soon as you say it, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, duh."
It's tea.
Tea.
What?
It's the tea.
Spilling tea.
The tea.
Yeah,
Spilling the tea. Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that as soon as you said it, I was like, "Yep."
Yep.
That's what it is.
And I feel like you actually knew it since you said the whole phrase before. So,
Right.
yes, spilling of the tea is
Spilling.
very
tea,
common.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. Shit balls.
All right. I had another question, but I thought it was too easy. I can give it to you if you want to give me.
Yeah.
What's the vegetable that's trending on TikTok right now?
I don't know.
Oh,
Cucumber.
for clarification, I deleted my TikTok like a few months ago, so I don't
Oh, okay. Maybe this won't be as easy.
I'm not
then.
up on TikTok anymore.
I haven't watched TikTok in a couple days.
Oh my god, I should have screenshotted Aiden right there. He was frozen for a second. He had the dumbest face.
That's all the time.
Ha 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 ha.
Tomato.
No, it's corn.
Oh,
Idiots.
with that kid.
It's corn.
That kid. Yeah, that one. Yep.
There's corn is
Big
trending on
lump with
TikTok.
knobs.
Yeah, it's like this little kid's like eating corn at a
Yeah.
fair, and he's like, they're like, "What do you like about corn?" He's like, "It's corn."
It's corn.
So they remix it into a song, obviously.
Yeah.
Hopefully, there's an actual remix of it with Korn, like KORN, the band.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
What is the point of all this then?
corn sucks.
Like, I mean, if we have like, if they're not great, I mean, they have a few good songs. They're not like amazing, but they have a few good songs. The one actually, they did have one album they did with this. This will date the album for you, but like in 2011, they did an album that had a bunch of songs that they collaborated with Skrillex on, and it's actually not bad. If you're like into like the dubstep sound, it's actually not a bad album. But
It's not corn.
It's not
I
corn.
mean, it's at least partially Korn.
No.
Yes,
Eh.
but
No.
anyways, it feels like we've run out of content for this show.
All right. Hey, what? Before we go, what's your YouTube predictions?
Oh
for the
yeah,
game?
predictions. Yeah.
Iowa State 69. Southeast Missouri State 4.
Lit.
Crazy movie.
I'm gonna say 31-14.
Realistically, I
Scared.
think Iowa State wins by 4 touchdowns. It's gonna be like
I think
35-7
we
though,
look like total fucking
42-14
shit in the
somewhere in there.
beginning. I think it's like tied after the first quarter, maybe going into the halftime, and then we finally pull away. But I think we're gonna play like total shit in the first.
It won't
half.
be tied in halftime.
I think everyone has kind of been, what are we, 37.5 point favorites?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's like, oh,
Free
bet the
money.
family farm on Southeast Missouri State. But I feel
Free
like that's going to
money.
be an all-time backfire. Got that feeling this year. Colonies are covering.
You think they're gonna like UL Monroe them?
That'd be cool. If we put up
It actually
70
would
on
be
them.
cool. I'd be totally fine with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be sick. All right. Well, my prediction will be in the game preview that comes out on Friday. Also, Hype Tape will be released tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. So, gotta be popcorn.
It's con.
It's going.
All right. Anything else? Going once,
I'm good.
twice. All right.
If you're at the Farm Progress Show tomorrow, come to see me.
There you have it.
FS tent. Be there, be square.
I wouldn't go there if I were you.
I would.
Yeah. Yeah. Stay the hell away.
I would not go anywhere near that tent.
It's the most elite tent
Also,
that's
because
on
I'm
those
not going
grounds.
to be at the Farm Progress show, but
What,
also
are you scared?
knowing that you're there, I'm avoiding it specifically.
Scared.
Scared of getting your germs.
Probably gonna get them Saturday anyways when I show up
Cooties.
to your tailgate.
Gross.
See your mom.
Should
Right,
probably
for-
say hi.
Matthias Schwarzkopf,
Probably
Levi
like, "Hey,
Stevenson.
Matthias, fuck you.
I'm Aiden Wyatt. Go Cyclones.
Lick my balls.